Okay, guys, today we're going to do something a little different. Um, we're going to do a little theory crafting, and we're going to do a little thinking about how certain characters would work in place. And I actually came up with a pretty good idea. I want to share with you guys and how I came to it. Um, so, first off, we're going to go to the clan boss because you guys have been just fantastic luck for me. Let's see what we get. We got a gem. I love that. A shard, I'm sorry. That's freaking awesome. At Brutal, one shard is awesome. Nightmare. We got a Void. That luck is shining through like you wouldn't believe. And Nightmare. That's not so good. Eh. Two Ancients and a Void is not a bad haul at all. I'm going to really quickly run through and grab onto a handful, get these out of the way because I don't want to miss them. I did that once and I'm kicking myself even now. Doesn't make me happy when I miss these. But, yes. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, I talked about how much difference changing just minor things on your clan boss team can do. And I mean, just adding a decreased defense to my team brought me from 88 million to 132 million on the same affinity. It was incredible. So I'm all done with that. And we're going to go deep into the topic today. And today's topic is theory crafting something. Well, I was playing around and I'm thinking to myself, hey, the Rothlos set, what does it do? And I'm looking at it and I see, oh, increased crit rate, crit damage, and speed. Well, that's pretty freaking good. I really like that. I'll put that on my, ethos or, all those guys would really benefit from something like that. I really like that idea. So I actually paid for the, excuse me, I paid for the upgrade to get all the equipment. I usually don't, but I did this time. And I went into it looking at it. And of course, like everybody else, I started at the bottom and went to the top. And I went, oh, heck, it can repeat damage by an AoE skill? That's pretty freaking good. And then at 6, hey, it ignores 30% of the defense on an AoE? And then here's the one that is game changing. And no one looks at it. 4-piece set. It fills the champion's turn meter by 5% for each enemy hit by an AoE. So let's let that soak in for a minute. Each enemy hit by an AoE gives you 5%. So if I hit 20 of them, that means I get to go right away again. So, I started thinking to myself, well, who are my AoE guys? And I was thinking, well, can I filter for AoE? No, I can't. So I started going through and looking at all my guys. And hey, look at this. This guy, his skills, they're all AoE. That's pretty cool. But you know what? This guy's, if you look at his total stats, pretty weak. He's going to be hard to keep alive. And his attack, even though it says he's an attack-based guy, his base attack isn't anything that spectacular. It's good, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, let's just look at somebody else. It's the same as Krato, and he's not known as a great guy. Ninja is known as a great attacker, but that's because of some of his stuff. But let's go down to Ethos and look at what a good attacker from looks like. Ethos should be right around here. Where are you, Ethos? Blue. Ethos. Oh, dang it. Just type it in, Leon. There it is. Ethos. Look at that. That's what you want. You want 1600 attack. If I'm gonna spend any time on it. But his skills don't allow me. That's attacks one enemy. That's attacks all enemies, attacks all enemies. This could be worth it, I was thinking. But then when I use him, I end up falling down because he just doesn't last long enough. So then I started thinking to myself, hey, how about instead of having Ethos, what if I use like HP or defense champions? And so then I went through all the different guys. And there's a couple that stood out to me that looked really interesting. The first of which was Stultus. Absolutely adore Stultus. Stultus is my most used character in the game. Yes, I know I have a bunch of other ones, but Stultus is the best for me. I use him in PvP. I use him in pretty much all my dungeons. I use him in Dragon. I use him everywhere. I use him in Doom Tower. I use him all the time in the Centros. So he's definitely a guy that could use something like that. But I just don't want to mess with... I mean, look at that. I've got him set up with 4,500 defense. I just don't want to play with that. I don't want to mess him up because I use him so often. Another guy that really stood out to me was Bavald. Now, yes, this is an A1 that does just a single hit, but his A2 and his A3, just like Stultus, both are AoEs. And this really got me where it attacks 2 times and puts a leech out. So now, you really got me thinking. But, you know, what I use Bavald a ton also. Bavald is on on my teams for Hydra. Bavald, I use him a lot in a lot of places. So, do I really want to mess up his setup? I don't think so. I went through the rest of these guys. Some of these guys actually do have pretty good skill sets. You know, here, one enemy, all enemies. You know, Vizix is pretty good. But once again, I use Vizix in Hydra. I don't want to mess up her stuff. Some of these other guys are just fair. Then I came across my darling, the one that just blew my mind. Arix. Arix is a free champion. Everybody can get her. I mean, yeah, you have to do Doom Tower a few times, but everybody can get her through Doom Tower. And look at this. A1, all enemies. A2, all enemies. I'm getting really excited. And then I see this A3 and I went, shit. A3 doesn't do anything. And then it dawned on me. Look at this. I get counterattack on her. Okay, now my brain is churning, theory crafting. I'm like, well, if I have the stuff on her and they attack me, then she responds and she gets turn meter every time. Who are they that are attacking? Well, I originally started thinking of PvP and some other places, and then my brain actually engaged for once, and I was like, what about Spider? there's got to be, what, 8 to 10 spiderlings out there. So when they hit, I go back, I get 50% of my turn meter back immediately, and then the next spider hits, and I get another set. So I built her up as best I could. Now once again, I'm going to show you the artifacts and how it's set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 pieces, and I did two pieces of mortal, essentially for the extra HP, because she's an HP champion. And I have a long ways to go. You notice none of this here is at 16. So I gotta spend some silver to get her up. And I will. But look at this. We're talking about being at 60,000 HP easy by the time we're done. Easy 60,000. Maybe even 70,000. Her speed is already, with no upgraded gear, is already at 206. I bet you we're at 220, 225 by the time I put a little bit of investment, upgrading the speed too with some pluses. We're looking at 220 to 225. Speed is pretty good. And then, here's the next big one, resistance. The reason I'm going resistance is we're talking about, I want to solo Spider hard. Okay? And she needs to resist those poisons. Now, this here will not work, even on the lower levels at this exact moment. But let's give her a shot to see what we can do at some of the lower level dungeons with Arix by herself in Spider. Well, let's start out at 21. I doubt we win. Taking a little note so I can come back to this team. Goldheart, Fane, Acrizia. Acrizia only has one area effect account or attack. The other one that I was really debating really hard was this bad boy. Artak. All 3 of his attacks are area effect. But I got really excited when I seen that counter attack on Arix. So Artak might be a really interesting guy to do this with. But that said, let's give Arix a shot. I don't use her anywhere. She's not used on any other things. B, I love to have another solo, so that way when I'm doing not champion training but other pieces, I can I love the idea of her being able to come out and do this. Now, I doubt this is going to work. This is just sheer theory crafting. You notice her turn meter went up and she just did 2 attacks in a row. And another 2 attacks in a row. Actually, that was 3 in a row. And she died because of the spider attack. Once again, when I get her up high enough where she won't be affected by the spider, we're talking about soloing this. You can see where it's possible. So we're coming back to the champions. Oops. I think that if I max out these guys here, because, I mean, once again, we're going to add 2,000 HP there. we're going to add a bunch of defense here. We're going to add a bunch of resistance here. And trust me, I'm going to upgrade and add some, I'm going to enchant like with the defense to try to give myself a little bit more shoot, didn't get quite where I was hoping for, but yeah, we're gonna go through, especially on the HP percentages. We're gonna spend some money to hopefully, there we go. Now that's what we wanted to see. That's what we want to see. You know, now we're getting up there. And of course, we want to put a little resistance out there also. 8 to 16. Let's get above 10. There we go. Putting out a little bit of doing some upgrades and getting some of this upgraded. I mean, I probably should just do, because I do have some silver. I suppose I can upgrade this bad boy to 16. Ah, and that got me more speed. Look at that. Oh, yes. 220. Hell, we're at 212 right now, and I haven't done any speed glyphs. We're definitely at 220, if not higher. Resistance, here's another one that I doubt I make it to 16. I'm going to be well short. But, yeah, we made it up to 13. But look at that. We increased our resistance. We're sitting in a better place with the resistance now. We're at 210, 213 total resistance now compared to where we are. We're at 60,000 HP. I mean, good God. That's without upgrading everything all the way. We're at 62,000. So, that's really freaking good. Let's give her one more try. I doubt this is going to work. I still think I have a long way to go. But we're theory crafting. Let's go to the stage before 21. Let's do 17. Just to see if it works. That's all we're doing. If it works, and we're able to get the defense and HP and stuff up high enough, this could be really, really good. Turn meter, turn meter, turn meter, turn meter, turn meter, 3 in a row. Look at that. Turn meter. Turn meter. Oh, look at that. Just go, man, go. And I didn't do any accuracy on her because she does put out a stun. But the reason I didn't do any accuracy is because I wanted to keep the the spiderlings attacking because I needed the boost in the... Oh, if I can get that HP up to 80,000, I think I have it where I can wipe out even 25 or better. Now, once again, I'm choosing all neutral. If I were to go through and actually choose... Magic is good against force, I believe. I don't know this off the top of my head. But if magic is good against force, if I were to go up against the force spider, I think I could do, 25 maybe even in short order. Now, once again, I'm not doing a ton of damage here, but I keep doing damage and keep him from going off here. Well, we're going to leave it at that for now. Theory Crafting 101. Let's see where we go. Oh, he went back up to full health. Yeah, I need more damage out of my moves. Hence, I need to get it up to 80,000. But he seems to be around forever. I probably need to get some more crit damage out there. And I do have a crit damage amulet on him. So crit damage amulet should get me... It was only at 8, so it should get me another, 20-30%. And hopefully I can get the crit damage amulet in Rothlos gear, because then I can upgrade and get even more, because that's 5 pieces gets you the crit damage. So, yeah, we need to work a little bit on the damage portion of this, but this will work. Look at it go. I mean, this will work at upper levels if I get the better gear. Once again, this is going to be a better gear thing, but it will work. So, there we go. I mean, he already did 10 million damage. Let's go. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, he's rolling off the attacks. The other thing that I was thinking, just thinking out loud here, is maybe if I put him in Relentless. But I don't think he needs the extra turns. I think I need to just focus on getting his... I think all I have to do is focus on getting his HP a lot higher. I believe this is crit damage, right? No, this is HP, so I can get his crit damage higher there. Or not crit damage, his damage higher there. If I could find a crit damage amulet. So there's crit damage, there's crit damage. Defense. If I found a crit damage, it'd have to have some HP percent in it. See, no HP percent, I wouldn't do it. No HP percent. I probably could try upgrading him. I've got 1 crit damage here. Hopefully I can get 2 here. Increase that crit damage a little bit. But what I really want is... excuse me. I really would like to have a crit damage amulet with 3 HP percents on it. Being a Rothlos piece of gear. Yeah, right, that's going to happen, but that's what we're hoping for. Here's HP, but there's no crit damage in it. So I have some farming to do. I farm some spider, get some better gear. But this is in the back of my mind. I am 90% sure. I'm 99% sure I can pull this off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do one more. We're going to take the type advantage for ourselves this time. So, is it magic is good against force? No, force is good against magic. We got to go against this guy here. One more time. Let's see if we make progress every turn. I doubt we do, but it's worth a shot. Just one last quick go. We're only going to go until the spider goes, so we can see the effects of the... And the other thing that's happening is he's getting boosted every turn because of the gear. Oops, maybe I might want to go down a level here. Let's go down one more level from where we're at. We're at 23. I didn't mean to do 20, or not 23. We did 19. I meant to do 15. One more time, just one more time. Let's see what happens here. And if we put some gear on, I think we can get up to that 25 or 23. I really do. And I think that we can do it on hard. Boom. Turn meter boost. Increase health. Turn meter boost. Resisted hit. Gets the health. Turn meter boost. Turn meter boost. The other thing is I don't have him booked at all. I don't have him anything. So I should be, by now I should have the, yeah, there we go. I should have that back out there by now. Let's see, does he fully recover? Yeah, we're not full. He's fully recovering every time. We need to get this. We need to get the HP up, and we need to get the get him booked and get him. I don't even have his. I don't have him booked, or I don't have any of his. I can't think what they're called. I apologize. I don't have him booked, and I don't have his masteries done at all, and I don't have any blessings on him. I put. I definitely want to put. If I want to put anything on him, I definitely want to put. Do I want to put brimstone out there? Or we could do soul reap to keep bringing in new spiderlings. And it counts as another attack. So then that will give me the extra turn meter. So I can get going even faster. But as I said, if you look at his skills here, there's nothing booked. I need to book him. And he doesn't seem to be too big of a reader. 2, 7, 11 of them. We're not even touching any of these. Though this here could actually work to our advantage with Rothlos and with using it in PvP. Because my champions are definitely going to be hitting their crits. And then they're going to be feeding me. Anyways, theory crafting. This is what we're doing. I'm letting you in early on the early stages of what I'm doing. I'm willing to bet I can do some of the hard levels solo. I'm willing to bet. And we'll find out soon. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.